Hello, my world. How's everybody doing out there tonight? This is a fine Tuesday evening here in Little Rock, Arkansas, and we're coming up close to Christmas time. It's right around the corner, right around there, and so is the new year. God, I can't believe it. I'm still trying to personally get used to putting 2015 on my checks, so now I got to worry about writing a whole new number. But I'll get used to it. I hope everybody's going to be able to see their families, friends, some loved one during the holidays this year. And if not, don't worry about it. I'm spending most of mine in the hospital, so it could always be worse. Remember that. It could always be worse. Well, today has been a fairly interesting day, I could say. I'm trying to get comfortable here. This pillow's not doing it for me. Boy. How am I going to start this video off properly for you guys? How am I going to be able to get a message off to you guys while at the same time, kind of helping myself out at the same time too, I mean, that's kind of one reason I do a lot of these videos is, I'm trying to help, other people while at the same time helping myself, kind of helps. Get two birds with one stone, basically. You know what I'm saying? Today was a very different day for me. I actually called my mother, my biological mother, for the first time. We spoke for the first time today, and almost, it's been over half a year since we last talked, and the last time didn't really end on good terms, so awkward, needless to say. And she kind of made me realize that a lot lately I've been kind of stuck in the past. I've been really lost. I've been walking in the desert, getting nowhere. Trying to find somewhere to go, but there's nowhere because I'm not really aiming for anything. I'm not focused on anything. I'm not looking for anything really. And I am though. I've been doing a lot of thinking. I've been doing a lot of, life searching on this path of mine that's led me nowhere. And I'm focused. Next year, the beginning of this year, I'm going to go back to college. I am working on a film that, with fingers crossed, we are going to be sending to some film festivals. Little Rock will be our starting point, and our ending point is going to be the Toronto Film Festival. That's a big one. That is a very big one. Excited. Very excited. Great team, great people I'm working with, and I see it really, being something that pays off for me in the long run, I'm going back to the theater. I got a part that I'm very excited about doing. It's been 2 years since I've done anything in the theater, and I'm excited to be back into it again. I've got my head on, straight, and I'm focused on this, looking really forward to start getting on that stage and doing what I love doing, Same as this film is, it's something that I love doing, I'm passionate about. That being said, I am still stuck. I'm stuck in a tar, it's real hard to get out of. I've been clinging for the past couple of years on my parents passing away. My grandparents, but they were my parents by all standards. And what I'm about to say is probably really going to piss off my biological father, but you know what? I'm at that point now where I just really don't care. I've been pushed around, people telling me what to do, people telling me how to think, people telling me how to live my life, and I'm tired of it. I've listened to it for years. It's gotten me nowhere. It's done me nothing. So this is how I'm going to help you out while at the same time helping myself out. If there's anybody out there that has someone telling you how to live their life and telling you what to do, don't listen to it. It's not their decision to tell you what to do, how to live, where to go, what to say, what to think. You are your own individual. You are your own person. You have your own mind, and you have your own heart. You feel that? Right there. You feel that beat? That is your beat. That is your life. It is your spirit. That is your energy. It's beating for you. It's not beating for anybody else. It beats for you alone. So don't have anybody out there tell you what to do. The reason I'm saying this is recently I got a message from my father. And he was pissed off at me. He was angry that I would have the audacity to call two people that took care of me my entire life, put a roof over my head, gave me food, gave me clothes, gave me pretty much almost anything that I wanted, parents. He was angry that I called them mom and dad, even though they aren't technically my mom and dad. They didn't give birth to me. They still raised me, you know? They took care of me. They taught me what I know today. They helped me. They kept me from doing stupid shit. They kept me from going out and, you know, breaking into homes, kept me from doing drugs, kept me from, you know, hanging out with bad people. You know, they tried teaching me the people to hang out with, the people not to hang out with, you know, taught me, you know, how, you know, how life works and how the world spins. You know, they taught me a lot of things that he didn't. He wanted to be there for me. That's what he says. In my heart, I believe that yes, he did want to be there for me, but he wasn't. Sorry to say it, but you weren't there. They were. They were mom and dad. From the time that I could say my first words, they were there. They heard them. They saw me walk. They saw me talk. They saw me go from first grade all the way to getting my GED, which I was very proud of. They motivated me all along the way. They were the ones that got me into theater. They were the ones that supported me when I wanted to go to college. They supported me in whatever I wanted to do. They were happy. They were glad that I was doing what I enjoyed doing. So this is part of the issue. You see? You have someone out there that's telling you that you shouldn't do or think what you are thinking and doing. And I'm tired of it. You know, I'm tired of people telling me what I should do. Oh, Chris needs to do this. Chris needs to do that. Chris needs to start thinking for himself. Chris needs to start doing this. If you're telling me this and saying this and expecting me to do this, then how am I actually thinking for myself? And think about that, did you? If you're expecting me to follow what you're saying, then how am I doing it for myself? It's not really me making those decisions. It's you making those decisions for me. There's a big difference between you telling me what to do and saying, do what you want to do. It really is. It's a big, big difference, buddy. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm in one of these moods tonight. You know, I'm on a roll here. So, if there's anybody out there that's like, you know, got that going on in their lives, you know, there's someone out there telling them that they, you know, should do something different or, you know, change this about them. Take the advice, but don't follow through with the advice. Okay, now here's how I'm getting it though. You listen. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. 2 eyes and 1 mouth for a reason. You watch, you listen more than you talk. Listen to what people have to tell you, and then you make your decisions. You listen and learn, you see and you learn. You don't speak and learn, you speak and share. Okay? So when someone is telling you something, you listen to it, and you consider it, and you think about it. But there's a difference between being controlled by that and using it as a lesson. You know? There's people out there almost every day of my life telling me that, you know, what I need to do, what I should do, how I should do it, where I should do it. And it got so much to where I lost myself. I have lost myself. I'm trying to find myself now. I'm working on getting myself back. He's somewhere out there in the desert, walking around lost. And I'm trying to find him so I can guide him back. And I'm getting there. You know, I'm following the footsteps. I'm tracking back. And I'm close. I really am. Like, I can feel it and I can see it. You know, it's in my heart knowing that I'm close to being able to find myself again. But it's just so hard at the same time with people around you that say they love you and they say they care about you, but they don't care about your feelings. You know, what type of person out there says that they love you and they say they care about you, but they don't care about how or what affects you? From the smallest little thing that can be said to that, it's the small things that can make the greatest impact in the world. You throw a pebble down a hill, that pebble can turn into an avalanche. You don't think about that. You don't consider that possibility. Sometimes people are only caring about themselves. Sometimes they don't think. You know, they're so gung-ho about, you know, wanting to help you that they don't think. You know, and I'm not out there trying to control anybody. I'm just trying to speak for you and let you hear, and then let you make your own decisions. I'm not here telling you, hey, you should do this. You should do this. No. I'm saying, think about it. You know, there's a difference. I'm not in your life trying to control you. Only you can control you. Only you should control you. I'm just trying to say, don't let other people control you. Because there's really no positive outcome of it. You're not happy. I know from personal experience, you're not happy if you can't be you. If people are making decisions for you. You know, for me, it's really hard to say anything to somebody because you don't want to hurt their feelings. But deep down, you know you're not happy with what's going on. You're not happy with the decisions that people are making for you. You know, the advice that they're giving you. For me, it's really hard to say anything, but I'm getting to that point now where I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. Half the time, it's one of the main reasons that it gets me put in the hospital, is the stress that it adds to me. Hell, look at my damn hair. You won't really be able to see it, but there's two areas right here where I'm starting to lose my hair. And I definitely know it ain't from, you know, from genes. Because most of my family has extremely good hair. It's from the stress that people have added to me and people have put on me time and time again, where they think that they're helping, but in reality they're only doing more damage than they're doing good. And they don't stop and think about that. Nobody stops and thinks about that. You know, this world is made up of two different people. There's the people that care too much, and they don't notice that they're probably doing more damage than good. And then there's the people out there that don't even give two shits about you. You know, I've had both in my life. I've had the people that care entirely too much to where I can't even stand on my own without them holding me up. And then there's the people that, if I'm down on the ground bleeding out to death, they don't care. They'll just look down at me and say, oh well, and then just walk right on. You know, this world is only made up of really two different people. And it's so sad that that's like that. We need to find a balanced ground. Now, I'm not saying that all people are like that. No, don't get me wrong. Not all people are like that. But a good majority of this world is made up of those two beings. Overcarers and undercarers. So where's the balance at? How do we find this balance? You know, everything needs to be balanced out. But this world is so unbalanced. You know, people only look inside of the box that they want to look into. They don't look on the outside. You know, they don't look on the outside of the box. And people will tell you, oh no, I think on the outside of the box. Really? Then, you know, why are you doing this then? You know, why are you so unhappy? You know, you can tell me all day that you're a happy individual, but I can see it. You know, you're not happy. You know, a lot of people out there say that they're happy. That's a fake happiness for them. If that works for you, hey, you know, more power to you. But don't stand there and tell me how to be happy if you yourself aren't. That's some advice that I've got to give myself here. That's part of me helping myself out while helping you guys out, is realizing that, thinking about that, hearing that. Now, doesn't that help you? Doesn't that help by saying it? Say that out loud to yourself. Say that to yourself out loud right now. How can you tell me to be happy if you're not even happy? Say it. How can I be happy if you're not happy? How can you expect me to be happy? How can you give advice? You guys may be asking yourself that right now about me. How can I be giving advice to you if I'm not happy? Well, there lies an issue, isn't it? There lies the unbalancing. But I'm trying to balance it out. I'm trying to have us figure out a way where we can balance it out better for the future of the world. It's worth an idea, isn't it? You know, maybe this is making absolutely no sense to anybody. But it makes sense to me. You know, to me this sounds right. So maybe there's people out there that all also think this sounds right. Maybe there's people out there that think that I'm full of shit. I'm sorry. You know, if you feel that way, then that is your own personal, that is your personal opinion, and you got to respect it as well as everybody else should respect it. But let's try and find that balance. Like I said, my father may not enjoy this video. I don't expect him to, and to be honest, I don't care. I don't care if he gets upset. You know, he honestly doesn't care if I get upset by what he says, so why should I care if he gets upset too, you know? Maybe there's some people out there that say things to you that upset you. They don't care. So say something to them. Don't hold back. Don't be silent. The era of silence needs to be over. Say what's on your mind. Don't just be a douchebag about it. But, you know, if it really bothers you, say it to them. Tell it to them. Say that, you know, what you're saying right now is bothering me and I don't agree with it. Because really, if it's not helping you, then it's affecting you in the wrong ways and they need to stop. So don't let that silence stand out any longer. Don't be silent. Speak. Say it. You know, find your happiness now. If you're lost out there in the desert with me, find yourself. Go out and find yourself and bring them back. Bring them back to where you want to be. Bring them back so you can start being who you want to be, who you can be. Everybody out there has the potentials. Everybody out there has potential. So go find yourself and bring yourself back. I am. I'm looking. I'm not going to stop. I can't stop. I've been out and I've been in the past for too long. It's time to bring myself back now. It is time. Anybody else out there that lives in the past, bring yourself back. Yesterday happened. You can't change what happened yesterday. Tomorrow is tomorrow. Why worry about tomorrow if it's not even here yet? Right now is now. Focus on now, because now is what matters. Now is the deciding factor of who you will become, who you are. Well, anyways, with that one, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to start doing one video a week now. Instead of doing like almost every other day like I've been doing, I'm only going to really start focusing on just one episode a week for my YouTube channel. So if you guys like it, let me know. You know, send me a message if you want to subscribe to my channel. You know, I'm not going to just start doing these videos. And eventually I'm going to expand and do, you know, some more stuff, maybe some like comedy, because, you know, most of this is kind of depressing every once in a while. Who wants to listen to this? But, you know, just think about yourself. Focus on yourself. Do what makes you happy. Okay? Until next time, until next week, which will be a Tuesday, that will make it, you know, it will be after Christmas. So, Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas. Hope you have a great holiday, man. Everybody, spend it with your loved ones, spend it with your family. If you can't, still enjoy it, because it is another day where you are alive and where you matter. So until next week when I'm back around, you guys have a wonderful holiday, and I will see you then. I'm off.